Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm CHIOMA or Chi, and today I'm going to be tier ranking all of the romance books that I read in 2021. 2021 was a great reading year. I read 117 books, and about 50 of them, because there's 50 books I'm tier ranking in this video, were romance books. So, you know, your girl was in her romance bag. So if you want to see how I ranked all 50 of the romance books I read in 2021, let's go. Okay, so the categories for the tiers from best to worst, least best. First one, Certified Lover Boy. You know, if you don't know, I love Drake. Drake is my top artist of every single year since I discovered Drake. So Certified Lover Boy is top tier. You can't get better than that. You can't get better than Certified Lover Boy. Number two is Sneaky Link Approved. If you know, you know. Number three is I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. I felt myself describing a lot of books that way in 2021. So I think that's the perfect medium tier for this tier ranking. The second to last one is Couch Boy Vibes. Again, if you know, you know. But this is the second to worst category, so if you don't know, I'm explaining. It's the second to worst category. And the last one is Unpublished This Please. Unpublished This Please. How did this get through a writer's room, an editor room, a whatever room they have for books? I do not know, but it did somehow, and it's a mistake. Okay. Let us start. First one is Real by Kennedy Ryan. This one's Certified Lover Boy. If you know, you know. This one was just everything I needed. I love a black romance. I love a black author. I love the characters, the cover. This book did everything. I actually read this on ebook, but I'm gonna get a hardcover because the beauty that is in this cover is Certified Lover Boy approved. So, Certified Lover Boy. And the next one is Act Your Age, Eve Brown. Again, if this goes up after my top 10 books of 2021, these are both in the top 10. So this one's also Certified Lover Boy approved. Like, if you know, you know. It's the best one in the Brown Sisters trilogy. So yes. The next one is Captured by Beverly Jenkins. This is my second Beverly Jenkins book, and I abhor historical romance. I abhor all historical books, but I think there's a special place in the banest or the darkest part of my soul for historical romances. I don't like them. I never did. And I don't want to say this wasn't an exception because I enjoyed this book, but because I enjoy Beverly Jenkins as a writer and because I enjoy black people in everything I read, I enjoyed it. So I definitely wasn't bored, but I also it wasn't boredom. It was something else because also the main female lead is a slave in this book, and it's very hard for me to read. I really don't like reading books that depict black people and slaves, but it's coming from a black female author. So I'm going to put it in a wasn't bored because I definitely wasn't, but like I wasn't not bored. Sorry, Miss Jenkins, I do love you. This one, Can I Kiss You Every Day? Here's the thing, I gave all of them about 3 or 4 stars on Goodreads, but I remember absolutely nothing about this series. Don't remember anything. Let's just put it right there. The next one we have, I don't remember the name of this book, but I'm going to put it here. It is either book 3.5 or it's a novella in Grace Draven's Radiant series, and I love that series down. I absolutely love all 3 books, so I just want to stay in that world. I absolutely love it. Grace Draven's an amazing author. So I read this novella, and I think because it's a novella, it wasn't as up to par as the rest of Grace Draven's books, which I expected. So it wasn't bad at all. I wasn't bored at all. It also didn't give me Couch Boy vibes. But I hear Couch Boy and his girl are doing really good right now. So let's go with Couch Boy. I wasn't bored, but I wasn't upward. Yep, let's just do that. Burn for Me by Ilona Andrews. This book was in my top 10 worst of the era. So we all know where it's going. Please unpublish this. I mean, don't actually, like, you know, it takes a lot to publish a book. Like, you know, authors do a lot to publish a book, so you never unpublish any of your books. You worked really hard, but, you know, for the sake of, like, this video, unpublish it. The Epos King, which is the 3rd book in Grace Draven's Radiant series, that one, it's definitely not as good as the first 2 books. The first 2 books forever some of my favorite reads of life. Love those books. This one wasn't as good as those two, so it's definitely not certified lover boy, which Radiance would be in if I read it this year. So I'm gonna put Sneaky Leak approved because that just feels right. If you read the Epos King, you know that just feels right. My Fake Marriage. I'm gonna go to Couch Boy vibes because this is definitely Couch Boy vibe because it wasn't bad. Like, I love fake dating as a romance trope. The thing about this is I don't like old school mangas, or just some mangas, adult mangas, do this thing where they start to blur the line of consent. It's not an enthusiastic consent, and I absolutely hate that. I think that's a very annoying plot device to use for romance. It's not like, just make the consent as enthusiastic as before. Like, if I read a no on the page, it's a no, not like your words say this or your actions say no. So Couch Boy vibes. Not that Couch Boy gets, oh my gosh, stop with the disclaimers. The next one, My Boss's Kitten. Unpublish this, please. Unpublished. I just don't like that genre of mangas. What I learned, the genre of the uber alpha, uber dominant, like main male lead, and then the uber submissive, like kitten, like, hence My Boss's Kitten, like main female lead. You can miss me with that. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert was one of my most disappointing reads of this year, but it wasn't bad. I understand why other people would like it. I just didn't. So, that being said, I am going to put this in Couch Boy vibes. Oh, I feel so bad. But it just is not even, because I can't put it in I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored, because I was bored. I definitely was bored. So, I'm sorry. Laura Adrian, Born of Darkness. It's not unpublished list worthy. It's giving Couch Boy vibes. It's definitely Couch Boy vibe, actually, because I was bored. So I can't say I wasn't bored. It happened one summer. Definitely I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored, because that's the perfect way to describe it. That's actually where I coined the term for this category, is it happened one summer. Like, I definitely wasn't bored, and it's one of like the most like hyped romances that were released this year, or that I read this year, that I heard of this year. It's giving very much Lifetime movie, and I wasn't bored, but like I wasn't excited, I wasn't engaged. It didn't do much. Dance with the Fae King. Here's the thing about this one. I know I said because I didn't remember that other manga that I was gonna put it and I wasn't bored. I don't remember this one. Dance with the Fae King. I really don't remember this book, but Elise Kova is one of my favorite authors. I know I loved it. I gave it 4 stars, I believe. So even though I don't remember anything about it, it's sneakily approved. Sneaky link approved. I just know. So if you know, you know. If you read Elise Kova, you know. The next one, what is this one? I think it's called Perfect Conversations. I can't really see the full name. Do I have? No, I do not. I love it's all ink. This one, I really did love this series. I love this series. I'm gonna put it on Sneaky Link approved because I loved it, but this is definitely a shoujo, so they're kids, but still, you know, it's second from top tier. I love this manga. It was so fun. It was just such fun shoujo. Perfect World, again, Sneaky Link approved. Just love, endearing, just like deals with a lot of like real life situations, deals with a lot of like real issues. The main character is disabled. The main female lead isn't disabled, but she really has to grapple with kind of like her parents' expectations, her expectations of herself, and then the main male lead has to grapple with his kind of issues with not being a burden to people and him just being an independent person. It's a lot. Like, it deals with a lot of issues, and I love this series down. So definitely Sneaky Link approved. Waiting for Spring. See, I read some of the volumes last year and some this year. I think Waiting for Spring, it was fun in the beginning, but it started to drag on. It just started to drag so drastically that I'm gonna put I wasn't bored, because in the beginning I wasn't bored until I was, and I really did get bored. I wasn't bored, but the next book is The Unhoneymooners, another very disappointing read, but not a horrible read, just disappointing. So I almost want to put Couch Boy vibes, but it also I wasn't bored but wasn't not bored. It's feeling like I wasn't bored but I wasn't not bored, because I did really like the ending. The author did a little something there. So even though it was one of my most disappointing reads, I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. Heartstopper, I love Heartstopper. We're gonna put in Sneaky League approved. It is a YA book, so you know Sneaky League does apply to YA, but it's such a fun feel-good graphic novel, so we're gonna put it there. Gina Showalter's Heartless easily goes in Couchboy vibes. First of all, the main character gives me Couchboy vibes, just very much so, and just not up to par with Gina Showalter's other romance books. The main male lead was so annoying, oh my gosh, and the main female lead gave him so many chances he did not deserve. Oh my gosh, Couchboy, but don't unpublish it because Gina Showalter and me, you know. Sweet Hand, I don't know why this is here. I've never actually read this book. I have it, but I have no idea how it got here. We're gonna ignore that. Bright of the Moon. That's that book I read that was so similar to Radiance by Grace Dravon. I like almost hated it because of how similar it was, but I liked it. So I don't know, I liked it mainly for its similarities to Radiance, so on its own I really don't even know how to evaluate it, but I think I'm definitely gonna put I wasn't bored but I wasn't not bored, because I wasn't bored because obviously I like the premise of Radiance, which is why I like this, but I wasn't not bored because I know what's gonna happen because I read Radiance. You see? So that's gonna go there. Music of the Night by Angela J. Ford is Sneaky League approved. Nothing else fit. You know what? No, it's Sneaky League. I don't know. Listen, the thing about Real and Eve being certified lover boy approved, like those just are on another level. So I don't want to put Music of the Night because it's definitely not on that level, but it's definitely like Sneaky League approved. I really, really loved it. Song of the Dawn, I think what it's called. This one cuts off all the titles and I'll read a whole book and not even look at the front page. So Song of the Dawn, I wasn't bored but I wasn't not bored is exactly where it was. Exactly where it was. Because it's good. It's not Angela J. Ford, it's not my favorite by her, but it wasn't bad by any means, but I wasn't feeling the chemistry with the characters as much as I was Music of the Night, so that's where Song of the Dawn is. That's where it teeters, and that's why it's on I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. The Roommate Risk by Talia Hibbert. I hate to put a black author here. I hate it. I'm sick. I hate it. But Couchboy, because, and here's the thing about this book by Talia Hibbert, I can definitely see the progression in Talia Hibbert's just like story building skills, like her ability to build chemistry with the characters as I've read more of her books. So I'm putting a disclaimer, but it just gives Couchboy vibes. It's very, very, if you liked Danny Brown and Zaf's book, the second book in the Brown Sisters Cheerleaders, definitely read this one. It's a long-term friends to lovers type situation, so very similar to the dynamic of Danny and Zaf, so that's why I compare the two. But I do think Danny Brown was better. Couchboy vibes. Okay, the next one is the Spanish Love Deception. We can throw that whole book in the trash. That is unpublished, this please. Come on. If someone please, I want exact examples of the chemistry between these two characters. I need it. Otherwise, no one has any basis of recommending this book, because what? No chemistry at all. No chemistry. Just flip out of nowhere. Whatever, I'll stop talking, but that one unpublished, just please. Red Riding Royal Blue. You know what? I think they go in Sneaky League approved because they were low-key sneaky links to each other in this book. So that's really cute. I like that. That goes in Sneaky League approved because, you know, each one was each other's sneaky link. And I had a lot of fun reading that. It's definitely not wasn't as good as hyped it was, but it was a very fun, cute book that I really enjoyed. This one is a sequel, and it's the only sequel I have here because I don't think I have any other sequels. Actually, let's go to the end and do another manga. This one's Love and Focus. I wasn't bored, but I was not bored. It was a fun series. I read all 4 books really, really quickly, and it's fun. It's kind of like, you know, it's a love triangle, but not a real love triangle, so I could stomach ache. That sounds bad, but I could stomach it, not stomach ache, I could stomach it. Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun, quick. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember I had fun. So I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. Sign of Affection, Certified Lover Boy. I absolutely adore Sign of Affection. I absolutely adore that. If you're looking for a new shoujo, it's actually set in college, but if you're looking for new manga, I think only 3 volumes are out right now. Sign of Affection is so fun. It stars a girl who is deaf, she's deaf and mute, so she can't talk or hear, and then this boy who they meet on a train station, and he's kind of a world traveler, and he really wants to learn sign language, and she is just a college student, and she starts teaching him sign language, and their friendship is adorable, and it's so fun. And I love it. So A Sign of Affection is certified lover boy approved. Let's go back to the beginning. No Man Can Tame is I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not. Wait. No, it's actually couch boy vibes. I actually didn't like this one as much. I hated the main male lead. Like, I hate main male leads who have such intense chip on their shoulders. Like, he would not stop talking about this chip he had on his shoulder. Like, we get it, but like him and his interactions with the main female lead, and then how they started, like, their romance started blossoming is also had that like switch, like no real chemistry, just kind of like the author decided it was time, and I don't like that. I enjoy a build up. I enjoy chemistry. So that one's definitely couch boy vibes. Punk 57, we can go right and unpublish this. We can go ahead and unpublish this with the quickness. I would love that. Please tell me what's position. Tell me what petition I have to sign. We can go ahead and move that. The Wolf Boy is Mine is Sneaky Leak approved. It was so fun. Such a fun manga series. I absolutely loved it. For some reason, it reminded me of Inuyasha. I can't tell you why though. Oh, the Wolf Boy. The Wolf Boy is Mine. Inuyasha's a dog. That's why, but that can't be the only reason. But it was such a fun read. It was such a fun manga series. I definitely recommend it. I think it's by the same author as Love and Focus, but I definitely like The Wolf Boy's Mind better. Dark Nights, 101 Dark Nights by Lisa Lowen. I read about 7 of these novellas last year, so this is all of them, and they're all, I don't know, this one's hard because I like the way they all move the grander story forward, but individually I don't really care too much, but I like how they move the grander story. So I'm very much, I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. Yes, that one fits. So, The Dating Plan was very much, I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. I don't know. Let me really think about that. That book, I recommend it if you really like the Brown Sisters trilogy because it's similar. Is this Sneaky Link approved though? Nah. The main character really did the main male character really did the main female character dirty, and I don't really like that. Did he have good reason? He had an okay reason. I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. Because also there's more books in the series and I have no inclination to read them. So that tells you everything you need to know about that. Sweat and Soap is certified lover boy. Absolutely adore this series. It does no wrong. It is my favorite manga series of this last year and probably of this year too. Love it down. Perfect. Perfection. It's perfection. Ice Planet Barbarians. Don't hate me, certified lover boy. I'm on book 8 in the series. It has not done me wrong. It has not done me wrong. It is amazing. Sweet Hand, I have not. I'm gonna cover the actual and put the actual name of it somewhere, but it's not this book. So now I know why it's here. But whatever this book is supposed to be, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. That one was also, I wasn't bored, but I wasn't not bored. It was really okay. Okay, so we're done ranking. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 books in certified lover boy. Hate to see it. Sneaky League approved. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, that's pretty good. I wasn't bored, but I was not bored. It has the highest amount. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Most books fell into that one. In Couch Boy vibes, we have My Fake Marriage, spoiler alert, Born of Darkness, Heartless, The Roommate Ricks, and No Man Can Tame. Yeah, that sounds about right. 6 books. And Unpublished is Please Burn For Me by Ilona Andrews. Stop it. My Boss's Kitten. Stop it. The Smash Love Dissection. Stop it. Punk 57, stop it. We have 4 books, and that sounds about right. I think this is a very even spread. This is usually how every year of mine looks with like all my books, but particularly for romance, it makes sense. Okay, so those are my categories. That's the end of my tier ranking all my romance books. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I placed all the books in the right place. Let me know what you think of my top categories and my lowest categories. If you made it to the end of the video, put the purple heart for purple, my favorite color, and for love and romance. Awkward. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.